side of this town.
It's coming up to 10 o'clock and time for the news. I'll be back next Monday night. Have a great week.
This is Radio 2
on BBC Sounds
and on your smart speaker.
Play BBC Radio 2.
BBC News at 10 o'clock, this is Justine Green. The Prime Minister has announced that 2 more barges will be used to house asylum seekers in the UK. On a visit to Dover, Rishi Sunak praised government policies to prevent illegal migrants crossing the Channel. Jonathan Blake reports.
Mr Sunak claimed his plan to stop the boats was starting to work, citing figures that showed crossings were down 20% for the first 5 months of the year compared with last year. A deal struck with Albania had led to a 90% reduction in arrivals from there, the Prime Minister said, and 1,800 people being sent back to the country. Proof, he claimed, that the deterrence strategy could work. But asked whether he could stop small boats crossing the Channel entirely, the Prime Minister said the problem couldn't be fixed overnight, there was no one simple solution, and more work had to be done.
Lawyers representing Prince Harry say there was no aspect of his life that was out of bounds as journalists for Mirror Group newspapers unlawfully gathered information to write stories about him. The Duke of Sussex is suing the publisher for damages, but MGN says there's no evidence of phone hacking. Prince Harry will start giving evidence at the High Court in London tomorrow. The media lawyer Mark Stevens says he will find it tough.
It's going to be very, very uncomfortable for him because you're never in control whenever you go into court. This will be the first time ever that a member of the royal family has taken the stand to give evidence as a claimant. Edward VII, when he was Prince of Wales, gave evidence of cheating at baccarat in cards back pre-Victorian times.
Ukrainian military sources have told the BBC their forces are carrying out what they described as a series of small-scale armoured attacks against Russian occupiers. The Deputy Defence Minister Hanna Maliar said Ukraine was shifting to offensive actions in some areas, but denied this was the long-awaited counter-offensive. The former United States Vice President Mike Pence is entering the race for the White House. He's seeking the Republican nomination ahead of the election next year, challenging his previous boss Donald Trump. A 4-foot lizard that can run on 2 legs like a T-Rex is on the loose in Cumbria. Echo the tegu broke out of her cage at Pet Encounters in Workington yesterday and hasn't been seen since. Siobhan Harkness from the Animal Centre says Echo moves fast but isn't dangerous.
They are rapid, so, if you approach her and she doesn't know you, tegus can whip you with the tail. They do have a big long tail. It's the last resort they'll do because obviously they're scared, but they can bolt. And people have said that they can actually go on the back 2 legs and can run a bit like a T-Rex. So the best thing just to watch her.
And the weather, thick cloud will cause patchy mist and fog across the UK. It will be clearer in the far west and breezy in the far south. BBC News, it's 3 minutes past 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Let's go! It's Trevor Nelson's Magnificent 7.
Cheers to Justine and cheers to Keris. The Blue Show on a Monday, of course. It's me on the Rhythm Nation. How's your weekend been, everybody? You can't answer that, can you? But I can help you get over your Monday blues right now. We've got the Magnificent 7 lined up for you. Big tunes. Big tunes.
The Magnificent 7 on BBC Radio 2.